Good morning everyone, here from Florence, Italy. I'm Elizabeth and welcome to Through the Gates. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about products. So we're just going to do a big product review, but first I want to talk about the supermarkets here in Florence that I like to shop at and that I found the most beneficial products. So I'm talking about supermarkets, not markets. There's difference. So, in America you go to the supermarket and that's where you get all your groceries, but here you have the supermarkets which aren't as popular, and then you have the fresh markets where you get your meat, your fish, and your produce. And sometimes even your bread. So I'm talking about the supermarkets today. So supermarkets are similar to the ones in the States, but much, much smaller, especially here in the center of Florence. So there's about 4 main ones that I shop at, and pretty much that's just the main ones around. There's a lot of mini markets, but those are much more expensive and don't usually have organic products. So there's the most popular one probably is Coop, C-O-O-P. In Italy it's pronounced Coop. Then there's Conad, and there's different branches of Conad. So the best one that I found to shop at has a blue sign, not an orange sign. Okay, and then there's one called Carrefour Express. So those are a little smaller, but they have a lot of things, and they also have a nice organic line. And then the last one is Escalunga. I don't shop at Escalunga as much. They have some products that are more pricey, but then some products that are cheaper, which is nice. They don't have as big of an organic or bio range, and their products just aren't as nice, I found, as the other ones. But you can also find better things, like their quinoa is only maybe €4.50 there, where somewhere else it might be 6 or even 11. So you kind of pick and choose. Where I'm one of those shoppers that really I don't shop at one store. I go around and I pick different things. I remember prices and I try and find the best deal for my buck. So, and I have time too, and in Italy you don't stock up on a lot of things. You really go shopping every couple of days because apartments are smaller. Number one, the grocery stores are smaller, so you just kind of go day to day. I am more of a stocking up personality, but I kind of do both. So, okay, product reviews. So, as I said again, all of these stores have their own organic line, kind of like one in the States would. They have the conventional and organic. Probably the store with the best organic line is Coop, as I said, and they probably just have the biggest range of organics, and probably the cheapest. Next would be Conad, and then the Carrefour Express, and then, as I said, the Escalunga has probably the smallest and not as good quality. Okay, so for example, let's talk about milks. Okay, so I don't drink lactose milk, cow's milk. Occasionally I'll drink goat's milk. I just try and stay away from the dairy. So typically I buy rice milk. And the great thing about Italy is you can find alternative milk products. So there's a lot of soy. Try to stay away from that also as well, obviously. But there's rice milk everywhere. There's also almond milk, but that's not as popular, and typically it has a lot of sugar added here. I don't really know why. They see it more as a sweet drink. So actually I kind of use that as coffee creamer if I do buy it. You can find coconut milk. It's not as common, and it's usually more expensive than the others. And I usually don't find it organic. So I have this one, Alpro. And this one nicely is in most of the writing is in English. So this is coconut with rice, so it has some rice in it, and then it's, I think, maybe 30% coconut. But it also has a lot of preservatives. And so I don't typically buy this one. I bought this just kind of as a splurge to use in some recipes that call for coconut milk. So sometimes I buy this, but not rarely, and it's not organic again. So, this one from Carrefour, I really buy it from wherever has the best deal. Typically, one will have it on sale, so sometimes from Conad, sometimes from Coop, sometimes from Carrefour. This time was from Carrefour. And this is organic, 100% vegetale, 100% vegan. gluten-free, you know, no sugar added, rice from Italy. That's really nice. I really appreciate that. It's not, you know, I don't know where the rice is coming from, so this is nice because the rice is from Italy, and it's really great. It's just your typical rice milk. This was, I think, $1.92, so that's a really great deal. In my opinion, it's cheaper than the States. So yeah, and this is about a liter, I believe. Yes. So, you know, just a really good deal. This is what I typically use. Again, I try and go more organic than non, but, you know, depends on where you are, depends what you can find. But you really can find alternative milks in pretty much every grocery store that you'll go to in Italy. Okay, next product. So we're in Italy, and of course, you have to eat pomodoro. Okay, so tomato sauce. What do I typically do for tomato sauce? Typically, I either make it from fresh, or I buy pulpa di pomodoro. And so that's just tomato pulp, or, you know, mushed up tomatoes in a jar. There's nothing else, maybe a little bit of salt. But typically, you know, just the tomato and not made into a sauce. Now this one I did buy because I was at Escalona this week, and they didn't have organic tomato pulp, so I bought the pasta sauce, which this is not typical American pasta sauce. It's not flavored. It's just made into a sauce, and you need to add the flavorings, because if you just use this, it will not taste very good. So, you know, I usually add garlic and salt and maybe some basil or oregano. So again, this was the only, Escalona didn't have organic pulp, so I bought the pasta sauce, but typically I buy the pulp, and every other, maybe not Carrefour, but definitely Coop and Conad have organic versions of the pulp, and it's usually very cheap, under €1. So for a whole bottle, which usually this is about 2 cans, that's really great for me. So yes. So again, I usually buy the pulp and make my own sauce, and it's just more, it's less processed that way. I don't, you know, this doesn't taste as good, and the texture is not always what I want. So I can really make my own texture when I use the pulp or just fresh tomatoes. Okay, let's see. Oh, this was, I was really excited about. So I found latte di carpa yogurt. So carpa is goat, and I was really excited. I found this little, I've been on a hunt to find all of the health food stores here in Florence, and it's taken me a while, but I think I might have found them all. Well, maybe I haven't, but I found a couple, which I'm really excited about, because I couldn't find any online. I couldn't find any when I got here, but I've been finding them in little nooks and crannies around Florence. So I went into one today, and I'd seen it before, but I didn't have time to go in, so I found it again. And it's just a little hole-in-the-wall place, but the little man who runs it is so sweet, and they have some fresh produce, but then they have just some dry goods, and then a little tiny refrigerated section with a couple different types of cheeses and some, you know, tofu and miso. Actually, they had some great different types of miso made from chickpeas and rice and different things. So I will be going there probably for my miso, so I don't have to use the soy, though I do use soy miso. Okay, anyways, back on track. I looked in the refrigerated section, and they had goat's milk yogurt. I have not seen this anywhere else in Italy, but I will be looking because I know it's here. So this one is made in Austria, and it's organic. It has the EU stamp on it, which, by the way, anything bio or organic should have that stamp. Okay, anyways, so I was really excited about this because I really do love yogurt, and I use it in so many dishes, not just, you know, breakfast foods, but I use it in cooking just as an additive to kind of loosen things up or bind things, you know. So I love it, but I can only really find it in with dairy products, or I can find it with soy, but I choose not to really have soy, and in my opinion, I'd rather eat the cow than the soy, so I don't really want to eat either, but I really have been, I cut it out of my diet, but I've really been missing it because I use it for so many different things. So I was thinking, you know, it'd be nice to have goat's milk because, you know, that's less destructive on your system, and but it still has that milk flavor. So I found it, and it was pretty expensive. It was €3.45. So in my opinion, that's kind of expensive for just a thing of yogurt. But I had to buy it, and I wanted to support this little shop and this little sweet man running this little organic shop. So I bought it, and I'm really excited to try it. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited to, and I'll let you know how I like it. And I will be looking for this again. Okay. So, another thing I found in the shop was olio di lino, which is flaxseed oil. So, if you're looking for flaxseed, you can find flaxseed in a lot of stores, actually. I think they use it in different recipes, different than we use in America. In America, you find it more ground up, which is the way I like to usually consume it, because it releases all the nutrients. If it's whole, you have to break it so you can get the nutrients, or your body won't digest it. So typically in America we have it ground up, but here you find it more not ground up, and I don't have a way to grind it. I have to figure out how to, because if you do find it ground here, it's really expensive. So anyways, they do have a lot of linseed oil. So lino, or flax, or linseed, as it also might be called, is here, and I found it in oil form. And I've seen this product before, but I haven't gotten it because I haven't really needed it, but I've been thinking about it and wanted it, and I saw it here. It's typically in the €4 range. I think I've seen it for $4.50, maybe $4. This one was $4.20, so kind of in between. And again, I wanted to support this little man, and so I got this, and I'm really excited. I'll be adding this to my smoothies, and you know, maybe some recipes just to add a little extra omega-3. I need to, you know, always add a little more omega-3. So this I'm really excited about. Again, it's organic, has the EU stamp on it. You know, just great product. Really excited about this one. Okay, I think last thing I'm doing today is cocoa powder. Now, this one, I bought this a few days ago. This is the first time I've used this. It's a very nice cocoa powder. Technically, I don't think this is made in Italy. Let me check. Sorry, I should check that first. Oh yeah, maybe it is. Okay, but this is this brand, and this is a nice cocoa powder. This was about €2. Not really the best deal. It's only 150 grams, but I needed cocoa powder, and I was at this health food store that I found. Again, very great. I'm really excited about that. Okay, anyways, cocoa powder. So this wasn't that great of a deal. You can go to Conad, and they have an organic cocoa powder that I really like. And sorry, I can't remember how much it was, but I want to say it was in the $2 range for a much bigger box than this, and it lasted me a long time, and I do use a lot of cocoa powder. So typically, I would buy my cocoa powder from, you know, raw, organic cocoa powder from Conad, because in my experience, they have the best cocoa powder for the best price. That's organic. This is a very nice cocoa powder, but I don't know if I would buy this again just for the amount and the price, but it was good in a pinch. So, anyways, okay, I think that is my review for today. So tune in for more and click like below, and I'm so excited. Thank you for listening.